The transfer market is heating up again, and it's not just whispers this time. Some of football's biggest names and most ambitious clubs are preparing moves that could shake up the entire landscape. Manchester United are reportedly planning a sensational move for Jobe Bellingham in January. Neymar has said yes to Inter Miami and is ready to reunite with Lionel Messi. Zinedine Zidane has finally revealed his managerial plans. And PSG have made a surprise offer to Real Madrid for wonderkid Endrick. With so many shockwaves rippling across the football world, it feels like we're entering a new chapter where legends return, stars rebuild, and the next generation begins to rise. Let's start with the move that has every fan of nostalgia grinning: Neymar to Inter Miami. The Brazilian superstar is entering the final months of his contract with Santos, where he returned earlier this year to rebuild his fitness after a serious injury not long after joining Al-Hilal for a staggering $90 million. Now, as the end of the year looms, Neymar is carefully considering his next move, and Inter Miami is right at the top of his list. The idea of him joining Messi and Luis Suárez once again feels like something straight out of a dream. Picture it, the trio that once lit up Barcelona's front line, now bringing that same energy to the bright lights and palm trees of Florida, wearing the pink and black of Inter Miami. According to reports, the club is exploring the idea of reuniting the trio for one last run in the MLS. And while no official talks have been held yet, the interest is absolutely genuine. Neymar's current deal ends in December, which means from January he's free to negotiate with other clubs. For Miami, this isn't just about building a team, it's about building a global brand. Neymar's arrival would be a statement that MLS is no longer a retirement league, but a stage where world-class stars can continue to shine while helping American soccer grow into a true global spectacle. Sources close to Neymar have revealed that a move to the United States appeals to him both professionally and personally. The commercial potential is enormous, the lifestyle fits his brand, and reuniting with his old friends Messi and Suarez adds a layer of magic. But Europe hasn't given up on him just yet. Fabrizio Romano reports that clubs like Inter Milan and Napoli are also interested in bringing Neymar back to Europe, especially with his eye still fixed on regaining a spot in Brazil's World Cup plans. Still, David Beckham's Inter Miami could be his perfect final chapter, a stage big enough to keep him in the global spotlight while giving fans one last show from one of football's greatest entertainers. Meanwhile, another legend is preparing his own comeback, but this time on the sidelines. Zinedine Zidane, the man who defined grace on the pitch and brilliance in the dugout, has finally spoken out about his next step. After years of speculation, Zidane has made it clear that his dream job is to manage the French national team. His words confirmed what fans have suspected for years. He wants to take the reins of Les Bleus and lead them into a new golden era. With Didier Deschamps expected to step down after the upcoming World Cup, no matter the outcome, the timing feels perfect for Zidane's arrival. France has enjoyed massive success under Deschamps, winning the 2018 World Cup, reaching the 2022 final, and adding the Nations League title, but many still believe that with such a talented squad, they could have achieved even more. Zidane represents not just a tactical shift, but an emotional one, a return to inspiration, artistry, and leadership that connects with players on a personal level. His history with Real Madrid, where he won 3 consecutive Champions League titles, proves that he knows how to handle egos, pressure, and expectations. For France, it would be the dawn of a new era, and for Zidane, it would be the fulfillment of a destiny he's been quietly preparing for ever since he retired. But the transfer gossip doesn't end there. Liverpool are reportedly ready to throw their hat into the ring with a bold $90 million move for Bournemouth's breakout star Antoine Semenyo. Under coach Andoni Iraola, Semenyo has evolved into one of the most dangerous forwards in the Premier League, scoring 6 goals and assisting 3 in just 7 starts this season. His pace, power, and finishing ability have caught the eye of several top clubs, but Liverpool see him as something more, a potential successor to Mohamed Salah. At just 25, Semenyo has the perfect combination of athleticism and hunger that fits Liverpool's attacking system. Bournemouth, of course, are determined to hold on to their star at least until the summer, but with the kind of money being discussed, resistance might be futile. Sporting director Richard Hughes' strong ties with Bournemouth could help Liverpool in their pursuit, but competition will be fierce. Manchester United, Chelsea, and even Arsenal are reportedly monitoring the situation closely. In fact, Semenyo's rumored childhood connection to Arsenal adds another twist to an already fascinating story. The question isn't whether he'll move, it's when and to which club. And speaking of wonderkids, the case of Endrick is one of the most puzzling and heartbreaking stories in football right now. Once hailed as the future of Real Madrid and Brazil, the young striker now finds himself completely frozen out of Madrid's plans. After an impressive debut season with 7 goals in 37 appearances, injuries sidelined him early this year, and upon his return, he's found no place in Xabi Alonso's lineup. 0 minutes in La Liga, 0 minutes in the Champions League, and a growing sense of frustration have led to speculation that he could leave on loan in January. Reports from Spain suggest PSG are at the front of the queue, ready to offer a lifeline in the form of a loan deal, though that could be complicated given the tension between the two clubs. Real Madrid remain reluctant to sell, believing Endrick still has a bright future, but they may be forced to approve a temporary move if he's to regain form and confidence. Other clubs like West Ham, Juventus, and Real Sociedad are all keeping close tabs on the situation, sensing a rare opportunity to land one of football's most gifted young forwards. For Endrick, the next few months could define whether he becomes the star everyone once believed he would be or fades into the long list of forgotten prodigies. Finally, back in England, Manchester United are preparing yet another big move, this time targeting Jobe Bellingham, the younger brother of Real Madrid's Jude Bellingham. After his high-profile transfer from Sunderland to Dortmund for $32 million, Jobe has found it hard to break into the first team under Niko Kovac, who's made it clear that reputations don't guarantee starting spots. United's new coach, Ruben Amorim, reportedly sees Jobe as a perfect fit for his system, a dynamic midfielder with energy and potential to develop into a world-class player. Despite his struggles in Germany, Dortmund still view him as a long-term asset, but a January move could be on the cards if the right offer arrives. Manchester United, desperate for young talent and hungry to rebuild their midfield, could offer him the platform he needs to shine. Other Premier League clubs like Crystal Palace are also watching closely, but United's pull, combined with the chance to make a name for himself outside his brother's shadow, might be enough to lure him back to England. The transfer world is once again proving that it never sleeps. From legends seeking redemption to young stars chasing opportunity, football's carousel of ambition keeps turning. Neymar's possible reunion with Messi in Miami, Zidane's long-awaited return to coaching, Semenyo's rise from underdog to superstar, Endrick's fight for survival, and Jobe Bellingham's bid to forge his own identity. All of it forms the perfect storm of stories that remind fans why this game never stops captivating the world. And as we wait for January to arrive, it's impossible not to feel the excitement building. Which of these moves will actually happen? Who will surprise us next? And which player will rise from the shadows to become the next headline maker? If you love keeping up with all the twists and turns of football's transfer sagas, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you think will make the biggest move this January? Let's keep the conversation going, because in football, the drama never ends.